Well, when I go to the supermarket, I find that a lot of goods are wrapped in single-use plastic, which really annoys me. So I try and buy things that aren't wrapped in that way. I do use plastic to store things in, but that's not single-use, and I don't need to throw that away, so I keep it in my house and I store goods in it. Things that do come in plastic that I can't avoid, I separate out the recycling from the non-recycling, and hope most of it's recycling plastics, and I put it in a special bin which is taken away by the local authority bin people, and it's recycled and it's turned into energy. I try and there's a shop I go to at home that is a package-free shop, and I take all my cartons and my containers, which may be plastic, and I refill them with all the various items that I need, like rice or pasta, and olive oil, and as much as I can. So I'm very passionate about it, and I absolutely hate seeing plastic on the streets wasted, and I don't try not to use water in plastic bottles, but at home it's easier because I can drink the tap water, so I do understand that that's a problem. But you can, I don't quite know how that can be resolved here with plastic bottles. Some places you can get water in glass bottles, which are much easier which can be recycled better. And you can recycle plastic bottles as well, but if we can reduce those, it would be fantastic. I think, places at the seaside, you see things washed up on the beaches, and that you think, what are our oceans full of? And animals that have got plastic, they're trying to eat it, or they're covered in it. I think it's an emergency, really, that we need to stop doing this. So one day I hope, well, it's got to be fairly soon, we need to rethink what we're doing about it. Oh yes, I think plastic is used a lot in hospitals to treat patients. You've got plastic syringes, you've got plastic giving sets to rehydrate people. And I'm not suggesting that, we get rid of it completely, but I think we've got to look very carefully about how we use it and try and use plastics that can be recycled when we can't use anything else. So it does have its uses, but it's been so misused and overused in areas that don't need it. Well, I think if you recycle it, you're reusing it, so you're not using raw materials again, you're reusing what has already been made, and it's not being thrown away. I think it's important that when plastic is made, it's made that it can be recycled and not made that it can't be, because sometimes plastic can't be recycled. And certainly plastic film and that really is terrible, and there must be other ways of doing it. And I'm sure there are some inventions. In fact, I've seen one covering food, for instance. Instead of using cling film, which is can't recycle, you can buy these plastic lids that are expandable, and you can put them right over any sort of dish, and then those lids can be washed and used again, and they can be any size. So that there's always something that can be invented. That people are just not careful enough, and that people would just throw things down without thinking what they're doing. And some of the plastic that I've seen is recyclable, and I think we need to have more places where it can be recycled, so that it makes it easier for people to put it in the appropriate area, not on a beach or